Human-wildlife conflict is unpredictable. You cannot predict.
Wanaingilia ng'ombe hata mchana, hata usiku. Hata binadamu ni hivyo, ukitembea usiku, ukitembea mchana, unapatana ndovu ndio hii, nyati ndio hii, simba ndio hii.
Leo nimeshika ng'ombe. Sasa mimi nimejaribu kumulika na torch kwa sababu ile torch iko naye sio kali. Sasa nimejaribu kumulika, leo nimerukia mimi. Nimelalisha mimi. Sasa watoto wangu wamelia nini? Sasa leo nimetoroka.
Shuleni kuna mtoto mwenye aliuawa na ndovu. Hata baada mimi kugongwa na hiyo buffalo.
Nilikuwa naenda kuchunga kupeleka kondoo kwa maji. Nilikuwa napeleka kondoo na ng'ombe. Nikakutana na ndovu. Vile nilikuwa natembea, mimi sikuona. Step moja tu nilistukia imetokea. Mimi kujaribu hapa hakuna mahali naweza enda. Ikanigonga. Niliona vile hiyo ndovu ilikuwa inataka kuniua, singekuwa hai. Kwa hivyo niko na uoga kubwa sana na ndovu. Mimi kwanza nikiona na picha, wachana na live. Picha nasikia vibaya.
Siku hiyo fisi walikuja wakakula kondoo yangu kwenye zizi pamoja na mbuzi. Walikula mbuzi 30. Hiyo ni hasara ya pesa 1300. Hiyo ni hasara ya pesa mingi, ama kwa familia inaleta umaskini sana.
Sasa akauliwa na ndovu, tena akakuliwa na fisi. Nikikuja nimepata tu mabakisho kidogo. Tulipata pande hii, tulipata pande hii na miguu na vidole na nini mashuka zake na mfupa tena ya kichwa na matumbo yote na kipande ingine ya mgongo. Tukachukua tukaenda kusiga.
Sese laina ito rono na mora nado na kaurusi kaibo sese. Nado leje de weji na kaiba no sese. Amendo na ninya na ruwol ngwala. Na kaiba no sese. Kala udua kana sanongo na ji na ngwesi. Naku mana nane kwa malona kaibo sese tanado.
Human-wildlife conflict is not another buzzword. It's not a mere phrase. It represents people who were killed and injured by wildlife. It represents people who lost their loved ones because of human-wildlife conflict. It represents people who lost their property and their livelihood is wiped out because of human-wildlife conflict. It represents the risk of losing endangered species due to retaliatory killing. It represents the risk of collapse of the tourism industry, which contribute to our country's economy.
Marasiana Conservancy is situated in Narok County, Narok West, and adjacent to Maasai Mara Game Reserve. It is the main corridor connecting Serengeti National Park in Tanzania all the way to Loita Plain, which is a breeding zone of wild beasts. Human-wildlife conflicts is an untold story in Marasiana. It cost the community living within Marasiana a lot. They sacrificed to give 10,000 acres for wildlife. At the same time, they give another 30,000 acres for the corridor of wildlife through the way from National Park all the way to Loita. The people of Marasiana are celebrated as the heroes of the conservancy.
We may look like we are happy and milling around the fire, dancing and looking nice, but we are here for a different reason. And the reason we are here is that we are trying to keep vigil over the wild animals because especially at the rainy season right now, we have a lot of wildlife, especially the lions and the hyenas scavenging around the bomas, creating a lot of attacks. So we have to stay on 24 hours a day so that we can try to reduce the amount of human-wildlife conflict in our area. Most of the time we keep the fire on so that the smoke, when they inhale the smoke, they know that there are people who are there. It's just a way to scare them away. The 365 days around the year, we are on a constant attack. But we also face other wildlife like the gunus, especially during the migration. They come and invade our grass. So it's a battlefield all the way. From keeping vigil on the lions, we're also keeping vigil on these other animals like the elephants because they come to search for water. So we are trying to share.
Akuata, Rabaguet, Masi, Nainobu, Arim, Nakanapita, Bututu, Ikiti, Garai, Kanapita Dingarai, Karangarai, and Naranupuna Yangarai, and Nagatarim Nasha Lungedi, Not Daraki, Rakata Dara. Nilimenti Nakanapita, Garai, Gawuni.
Ukisikia lion imeguruma na ng'ombe ikuruka hii pes, mtu natoka kuenda kuangalia hii ng'ombe na haina garantini kama itarudi kwa watoto, kwa sababu hata simba mwenyewe ni hatari.
Akikula ng'ombe zako yote, ukikaa hapo ndani kwa sababu kuogopa kutoka, atamaliza ng'ombe na wewe utakuwa maskini. Tena ukijaribu tena kutoka nje kusaidia ng'ombe zako, utasakutana na simba tena akukuue.
We are talking about a matter of life and death. It's a very risky situation. It is a do or die situation. During the confrontation, that is where life is lost, and that is where the animal is killed. If we wipe out completely the unique species that the tourists come to see in the Maasai Mara, we will lose the value of conservation, and it will totally impact our society. Either way, you die, you get killed, or you kill the animal in the confrontation between the animal and you and the livestock.
Witnessing the entire community resigning to their fate is heartbreaking. Or describe human-wildlife conflict situation as a do or die. It means they have exhausted all avenues available to prevent human-wildlife conflict.
This is my ancestral home. My grandparents were here, my parents brought me up here, so I don't have any other place to go. This is where I call home. And my home, we live with wildlife. We live with domestic animals.
The escalating human-wildlife conflict is disturbing. We must do something about it now. No one should suffer for calling a wildlife-rich landscape home. It is important to note that communities have no alternative homes. That is their ancestral land. The loss of lives and property should not be the price of coexistence. The most meaningful gift we can give to this community is to ensure they economically benefit living with wildlife and not to suffer from human-wildlife conflict.
We as the Javelin Morans of the Mara are advocating to prevent human-wildlife conflict in the Mara to impact positively on their lives and also to improve on the tested and proven measures against to reduce human-wildlife conflict.
One of the less talked about drivers of human-wildlife conflict is climate change. For instance, during prolonged drought, the population of wild herbivores and livestock dramatically reduced as a result of inadequate pasture and water. When the population of the wild herbivores reduce, the hunting success rate of the predators reduce. The predators therefore automatically turn to hunting the easy available prey, which is livestock in this case. For the pastoral communities, this is a double loss. They lose their livestock because of drought, and they also lose their livestock because of predation.
Hatutaki upande sote tuumie, tunataka tuishi sisi upande sote. Pande ya nyama ya pori na pande ya nyama ya wenye tunafuga nyumbani, kondoo na mbuzi na ng'ombe, na sisi pia binadamu tunataka tuishi, tukue na amani. Kwa vile mambo ya kusema mtu amekufa, heri kondoo kwa vile ikikufa nikilipwa hiyo pesa ninaenda ninanunua. Lakini binadamu sitanunua, sina spare kwa duka kama nguo.
This predator-proof bomas, it is testified that they are safe, but only problem we have few. But I can testify that to the community, they are safe to our livestock. Because since we got, it is now 6 years since we are provided from WWF, and they are safe, and automatically we have no predation at the moment. Yes, we just want to upscale.
Kila kona ya boma ukuwe na hiyo ma lights itakusaidia nayo pia kwa masimba, kwa sababu simba inapokuja inapomilika hivi, huyo simba atakuwa akiona kwamba kuna mtu wa kumulika.
Our greatest opportunity is also our greatest risk. What makes Kenya unique and stand out among the rest is our unique biodiversity and natural capital. But human-wildlife conflict threatens humanity. Community who interact with wildlife in their land bear the greatest brunt. The conflict also threatens our food security, our economy, and could lead to extinction of endangered species. To prevent loss of lives and property, seeking wildness of wildlife is not a solution. It is unrealistic, and this is why. In Kenya, 60 to 70% of wildlife lives outside protected areas, in community and private lands where human-wildlife conflict is the highest. People here interact daily with wildlife in 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And this is the only place they call home. We must increase investment to prevent, scale up working solution to respond to and mitigate human-wildlife conflict. No one solution fits all in addressing human-wildlife conflict. It is a layered, multifaceted approach. Interventions are interconnected, just like an ecosystem. Every one of us is part of the solution because we are all connected.